My collage is ready. You all know that this is a collage because I made it by actually cutting out my shapes and gluing them together. But I said before what you're going to do is you're going to print with this. So we're taking that word collage that we know, and this is when I said collagraph earlier. So if I take this and I put the word together like this means you're using a collage to print with. So a collagraph is when you make your printing plate by actually making a collage first. Because you're touching it and you feel that yours has texture to it, that's how it's going to print. So I have some paper ready. What I also need to have ready is I need to have a crayon. And if you notice, this is a crayon that does not have paper on it. So are we going to use the tip or the side? You should have said side, and I bet you did. So what I'm going to do is I need to hold this down. So I'm going to get it ready. I'm going to take the paper and I'm going to place it over the collage. I'm going to have to hold this down really still. If you want to, you can cheat and you can actually tape this down to the table first and then hold this over it. I've done this enough times, I've practiced enough. I think I can hold it still while I'm doing this. So I'm going to take my crayon and I'm going to rub it over there 1 or 2 times. And as I do that, I'm not trying to color the paper. So I'm not going to sit there coloring back and forth. But what I notice is when I rub over it, what's happening is the collage part is popping up because I use that thick, almost cardboard-like box to cut out my shapes so I could feel them, so I actually see it. So it printed my image for me using the texture. Now I can't exactly see everything, so this is where I'm going to go back in as the artist, and I'm going to emphasize the details I want people to see. So I'm in my workspace right now, so I have markers ready. If you need to hit pause and you need to find some markers, go do that. But what I'm doing is I'm going to go ahead and make it so we can see the stems better. So I'm going to draw those back on where I see the marks that were made from that. If I wanted to, I could even add some leaves onto the flower stems here. I can't see all of the base that well, so I'm going to go back in with another color to show that. So when I show this curved part here, that makes it look like that's where the flowers actually go inside. If I want to put some marks like when we did our paintings in class, these marks sort of show that this is supposed to be the dark side. I picked this to be the dark side because I felt like there was more crayon on that side. But I'm not going to go all the way around because I want to have a dark side, but I still want to keep a light side. Then I'm going to go back in and emphasize the shapes of the flowers themselves. So I could show the middle part. I could go here and I could outline the shape of the flower that printed. So I need to emphasize doing this more where I don't see lines. Where I actually see the blue already, I can kind of leave that alone. If you're at the point where you're trying this, you're probably finding the marker does not like to go on top of the crayon. It's not going to stick as well. But if I put the color where I don't see a lot of the crayon lines, then that'll work. If I want to outline the actual border that made from the texture of the cardboard itself, I can't exactly see the edge of the table in my print. So I want to go back in and trace that so we can see that better as well. So the nice thing is, once I have this finished, I still have my collagraph plate that I can use to go back and print more copies of this. And I can change the colors. Those of you, if you did a vase with flowers like me, maybe now you want to try Starry Night. If you already did Starry Night, maybe now you want to try doing the vase with flowers. Good luck!